Hi everyone, welcome to Online Study for You, one step solution for all your placement needs. I hope you all are absolutely fine. Well, first of all, if you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed this channel till now, make sure to subscribe. This channel will be very helpful for you for your placement preparation. In this video, we are going to do the discussion of pseudo codes, Infosys pseudo codes that were asked on 22nd of August. So make sure to watch the complete video. This video will be very helpful for you, right? But before this, let me show you something amazing that we have started for you. So let's have a look. So guys, as you all can see that this is our Instagram handle of Online Study for You. So here you can see on the daily basis we used to put previous year questions that were asked in the many companies. So these questions will be very helpful for you for your preparation. So make sure to follow us on our Instagram as well. These questions will be very helpful for you and give you sort of idea about the kind of difficulty level you can expect in your exam. So do follow us on our Instagram. The link for the Instagram handle is given in the description itself. Right. So happy learning. Okay, then let's come to the main agenda of this video, that is the discussion of the pseudo codes asked on 22nd of August. So here's our first question. Now this question is nothing but the binary search algorithm that you all must have read about, right? So basically they are asking about the number of iterations which you have to go through for the given pseudo code for finding the key that is having the value 5. So for this key, how many iterations you have to do if using this algorithm, that is binary search algorithm. So array is given to you, array given to you is 5, 7, 15, 21, 38. Right now binary search, you must be knowing that what we are doing is we are looking for this key 5. So first of all, we are having two integers low which has been set to 0, or that is pointing to the first element of the array itself. Next we are having and the integer high, that is pointing to the last element of the array. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is our high, right? You must be knowing that indexing always starts from 0 in the case of array. Now simply we are having a while loop. While low value is 0, 0 less than that of 4, you are calculating what? Middle. So middle, if you are calculating, we are having is low plus, that is 0 plus high minus low, 4 minus 0 divided by 2. So from here you would be getting 2. So middle value is what? 0, 1, 2. That is this 15. We are having if we are doing array of middle. So simply we are checking if array of middle. So what is the array of middle? You will be getting the element at the second index, which is nothing but 15. So 15 equals to key is what? 5. No, right? So this if condition won't be true. Else if array of middle is less than that of key, so 15 is obviously not lesser than that of 5. So this condition won't be even true. Next we are having is else high equal to middle minus 1. So high value we are updating as middle is what? 2 minus 1, that is 1. So high will be pointing to this one. Now again, low value is 0 and high value is 1. 0 lesser than that of 1. Yes, the condition is true. So again we are calculating middle. So if you are calculating middle this time, you will be getting middle equal to 0 plus 1 minus 0 divided by 2. So you will be getting 0 as the output. Now again you are checking if array of middle, that is array of 0, which is nothing but 5, equals to that of 5. Yes, it is. So you have to display middle. Well, you must be knowing that when we used to write like this, we have a return statement usually here. So we used to stop here itself. So as of now I don't have the options, but perhaps according to this strategy, the number of iterations we did is 1. First iteration, when we move to when we updated our high value from 38 to 7, and the second iteration when we find our key. So there are 2 iterations basically that you can say. So 2 will be the correct answer of this particular question. But as of now there should be some return statement or something, but as it is a pseudocode, so by understanding itself you can get this sort of idea. So 2 will be the correct answer of this question. Let's move to the next question now. Okay, so here we are having what will happen when stack equal to 347 and stack size is 5. Set integer data equal to 10. So we are having some data equal to 10 and we are having a stack containing element 3, 4, 7. Stack size is given is 5, right? So it the size is 5, it means it can still take, or it can still handle more elements, like as if only 3 are present here. So we are simply checking if stack is full, return null. So no, as of now it is not full. And if so, you must be knowing we have top, which used to point to the first element of the stack. So top is initially pointing to 7, as if this is the first element of the array itself. But now we want to insert a new data. So first of all, you have to update the value of top, and then to this particular index, you have to put the new data. So top will be pointing to this index now, and here we are putting what data, which is nothing but 10, right? So basically here the option should be something like that. 10 is appended after 7. So if you are having this sort of option, so yes, that will be the correct one. So the correct answer will be that 10 will be appended after 7. Let's move to our next question now. So here we are having what will be the output of the following program when position equal to 2. This is an integer array given to you containing elements 3, 6, 8, 5, 0. Right. And now we are having a for loop for c equal to position minus 1. For c equal to position minus 1. So position is what? 2. 2 minus 1 to 4. Right. Now we are simply updating the value. C is what as of now 1. So what we are doing, whatever is the value presented, 1 index ahead. So 1 plus 1 as of now, that will be 2. Replace that value or put that value to cth index. So you by this 8 will be placed here. Again the loop will run. So element at the third index will be placed at the second index. So what is the element at the third index? 0, 1, 2, 3, 5. So 5 will be placed here. Similarly, this 0 will be placed here, right? So this is how it is working. So what will be the correct option then? The updated array we have is 3850. 3850 will be the correct answer of our question. Next we have public static void main string args, right? So here we are simply having a for loop. So that's a very easy one. What you are doing is simply you are printing. So this is number 1 will be printed, like 5 times loop will be run. Then x value is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is number 1 will be printed. This is number 2 will be printed. This is number 3 will be printed. This is number 4 will be printed. This is number 5 will be printed, right? So this is how it will work. Okay, so here's our next question. What is the value for below program? So two integer values are there, x and y, where x has been set to 24, y has been set to 25. Now simply we are checking if x less than that of 5, x is 24, y is 25. 24 is lesser than that of 25? Yes. So what will be printed? This line will be printed, x is lesser than that, x is less than 5, right? Then we are updating the value of x is y into 2. So y is 25, 25 to 50 will be stored to x. Now we are printing value of x is, so value of x is 50 will be printed, right? Value of x is 50 will be printed. Now we are simply checking if x equal y. So x is 50 and y is 25. So they are not equal. So this part won't be executed. So what will be the correct answer? X is less than y. Value of x is 50. So that will be the correct answer for the given pseudocode. Let's move to our next question now. So here's our next question. What will be the output of following pseudocode if display pseudocode? So display is something like a print statement here that we are adding here. So as if this is a print statement, so pseudocode will also be displayed, and this is showing that yes, something is present. So this if condition will also be true. So pseudocode, first of all, pseudocode. And as if this if condition is true, so whatever is inside this we have pass. So pseudocode pass, that will be the correct answer for this question. Pseudocode pass will be printed, right? Let's see our next question. That what do you mean by the statement extern? What do you mean by the statement extern? What do you mean by the statement extern int x in C++? So that is nothing but that simply means variable declaration. Extern int x, it's similar. Just we are using a keyword extern also here. Rest it's similar. So it is what? Variable declaration. Let's move to our next question now. So is our next question, what will be the output of the following program? So int x equal to 0 is given to us. Y equal to -7 is given to us. Z equal to 2 is given to us. Now simply we are displaying Z and x and y. So z is 2 and x is 0. So 2 and 0 will give you 0 itself. 0 and y will give you 0 itself, right? So what will be the correct answer? 0 will be the correct answer for this question. 0 will be the correct answer, because in case of AND operation, consider this as logical AND, right? Although they have not used this ampersand like this, but consider this as logical AND. In case of logical AND, even if one of the part is giving you false or 0, the whole expression will be false itself. You must be knowing that, right? Let's move to our next question. So here's our next question. What will be the output of the following pseudo code? Function value integer. So let's start our execution from main function. So to main function, from main function we are calling a function value which is accepting one integer argument that we are passing to it, that is 5. Now that is doing nothing, simply returning a minus minus. So let's suppose this integer a minus minus. So here it has accepted 5 was the value, and e minus minus. So as if this is pre-decrement. So first of all, value will be used, then updated. So this 5 first of all will be stored to int a. So int a 5 will be stored, then the value will be updated, right? So now what we are doing is simply we are displaying a plus plus. We are simply displaying what? We are simply displaying a plus plus. Now as if you have passed this value to this function, so whatever changes has been done, don't misinterpret this a with this a, because now here a local variable has been created for this function, right? So don't think that we are making any sort of changes in this a. So whatever was done, like a from here you passed, so 5 is stored in a, not 4, because it was pre-increment. So first value was used, or value was stored in this variable a, which is present in our main function, and then in the local variable of the function some changes has been done. So that's why 5 will be stored here. Now here also you are displaying a plus plus. Okay, sorry, by mistake I said pre, that is post, right? That is post. In case of post, what we do is, use then change, it is post increment, post decrement. This is also what? Post decrement. And here it is also what? Post increment. So in case of post, what we do is first use. So what will happen? First we will print the value 5, and then it will be updated to 6. So option A, that is 5, will be the correct answer for this question. What will be the correct answer? 5 will be the correct answer, right? It is post, not pre. Sorry, by mistake I said it as pre. In case of pre, we write like this: plus plus a, minus minus a. So this is pre increment, pre decrement. And if you are writing like this, a plus plus, a minus minus, so that is post increment and post decrement, right? Hope that is clear. There is no confusion about that part. Let's move to our next question. Okay, what will be the output of the following pseudo code? So here we are having character m, to which we are storing the value of character a. We are storing the value to this m, we are storing the value of character a. Now we are having integer count, for which the value is 0. Now simply we are checking while m is greater than that of character a. So m is character, e is character, and between character you cannot use this symbol. So that's why as if you are using this, so we'll be using what? We'll be using the ASCII value of them. So in m also you have stored the character a. So what is the ASCII value of this small character a? 97. And here also you are comparing this with character a, so the value is 97. 97 greater than 97? No, right? So nothing will happen. Count value will be displayed as it is, that is 0 itself, as if we didn't move inside the loop because the condition wasn't true. So nothing will happen. 0 will be printed. Count value will remain as it is, that is 0 itself. Okay, so this question is pretty easy. You don't have to do anything. See, what we are doing here is, okay, it should be m here. It should be m. What will be the output of following programs? So set float m equal to 3.0. Float m equal to 3.0. You must be knowing that in switch, we cannot pass float values. You can see here we have provided float values, which is not allowed in case of switch statements. That is not allowed. So it will definitely throw an error. So the correct answer for this one will be error itself. You have to do nothing about this. Let's see our next question. So what will be the output of the following program when val equal to 4? Val equal to 4, integer I equal to 3, integer a equal to 0, b equal to 1, First of all, we are checking if val equal 1. No, val is 4. So that part is on true. Val greater than equal to 2. 4 is greater than equal to 2. Yes, of course it is. So we are they are saying to display a comma b. A is what? 0. B is 1. That will be displayed. While I less than equal to val. I is what? 3. Val is what? 4. 3 less than equal to 4. Yes, the condition is true. So if the condition is true, what we are doing is we are updating the value of C is A plus B. A plus B. That is 1. Then what we are saying is display C. So C will be displayed. C will be displayed. That is 1. Then we are changing B value. V value we are storing 2A. So what is the value of B? 1. And inside B, we are storing the value of C. So B will be 1. Then we are incrementing the value of I. I plus plus we are doing. So I will be 4. 4 less than equal to 4. Yes, the condition is true. C equal to A plus B. So C will be 2 this time. Now we are saying to display C. So 2 will be displayed. Then we are updating the value of A and B, and we are simply incrementing the value of I. So I will be 5 this time. 5 less than equal to 4. The condition isn't true. So what will be the correct answer for this question? You can see 0, 1, 1, 2. That will be the correct answer for this question. 0, 1, 1, 1, 2. Right. So hope that is clear to everyone. Now let's move to our next question. So here we are having is an array, character array consisting of elements character A, capital B, capital C, capital D. Now we are doing is character result equal to character, a variable of character type we have, that is result, to which we are storing C of 1. What is the element present at the C of 1? That is capital B. Character capital B plus 31. So as if you are using plus operator here, and plus we use on integer values only, or like numerical values only basically. So character B, you cannot take it like this. You have to take the ASCII value of the same. So what is the ASCII value of character B? 66 plus 31. What you will be getting is 97. Now we are storing this to a character. So you cannot store like this. What is the character value associated with that is small a, small character A. So that will be stored to result. So that's why what will be the correct output of this question? A. A will be the correct output of this question, right? So A will be the correct output. So these were the questions for this video. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope that video was helpful for you, right? So these sort of questions were given in the Infosys exam. So make sure to have a look on them. Make sure to share the video among your friends as well. And thanks for watching the video. Make sure to follow us on our Instagram channel. Keep learning, keep preparing. Bye-bye.